Well, hello everyone. We're back and we're ready to continue on our adventure of killing dinosaurs and panthers and what other creatures we're working on here. As we have been, and as we were talking, 2020 has been a terrible year, and it won't stop being a terrible year because, especially for us Americans who have to realize that, oh crap. Can't cuss in the first 30 seconds of a video. Oh crap, there's an election season coming up and it is not looking good. And what I mean by that is it's a mess. It's a hot mess here. I see like every once in a while there's stories of ballots being thrown in the trash and stuff like that, and I'm like, man, I thank God I'm not voting by mail. I will never vote by mail. Number one, I can't trust USPS. Because every time I've ordered something from them recently, I've lost it. But then it just like randomly appears 2 or 3 days later, and it's like, can I trust them with my ballot? Can I be trusted? No, you can't. What am I looking for? I'm looking for. Oh, there he is. There he is. Hey, he just spawned. You know, it's one of those things. I'm gonna do this. Come here, dinosaur. You know, it's one of those things. You know, it's one of those things. It's like it's 2020, and I can't rely on either political side not to cheat and lie about who people voted for and you know, stuff like that. And I don't want to be like political here, and I don't like politics. I think every politician's a bad person. They are the worst filth of the earth, and you know they're the worst type of people on this in America. Like, they don't know what's going on. They're so old. I think they're all demented. Like, I'm not gonna lie about that. But you know, America has a political season coming up, and it's like, oh boy, here we go. And it's like we have we have two of the most weirdest characters running for president, and it's like, why? Don't we have better people than this? Apparently not, because, you know, 2016 was Hillary versus Trump, and no one liked Hillary. Like, I think people vote on their least hated candidate now, and that's just how I feel. I'm just like, I have to vote for the person I hate the least, because I hate both of them. Just like, man, I have to pick one, and I don't wanna. But the problem is I live in a battleground state, so, you know, it's like ding ding, and it's like, dang, all right. You know, and every time it's like, it's a disaster, and it's like, every time I pop open the news or turn on the news, it's like 30 ballots were found in the dumpster, and it's like, what? Are these guys invisible too? Am I just in a bad area? Oh yeah, here he is. Hello. And it's like you know, it's like that. It's like, man, it's like, do these people just like hate each other that much? Like, you must be like some special kind of person to, like, even when Trump got the sneezes, as I'll call them, the sneezes and the coughs, as I'll call them, because, you know, YouTube, people wished for his untimely demise. It's like, you are a special kind of person. Like, I know I'm a special kind of person, but you like lower the bar and you make me look good. And it's like I would never wish for the death of anyone. I wish for them to retire and live their elderly days in, you know, their $1 million mansions and move on from the political system, because we need some less radical people up in this country. And it's like, at first I was like, man, I feel bad for like the UK, because they like people like. I remember like hearing about Brexit and like from a person who lives like in America and has like no idea what goes on over there. It's just like, oh, I got some boots I can wear, and it's just like, I'm gonna wear them. I don't care. They're BOE. I don't care. Oh, but there you go. And wait, were they leather or were they cloth? Oh, they were leather. I was like, were they leather or cloth? But why would cloth have agi? You never know, man. It's a long time ago. And like, you know, it was like when Brexit happened, people went, oh wait, what? Like when it won, I guess most people thought like, oh, it's not gonna win, and there were like some people like, oh, I voted for it, and I'm like, you're the reason why your guys are leaving the the European Union. Like, you should feel very bad about that. But I don't even know if Brexit has happened. Like, every time I hear about it, it's been delayed. I guess it's been delayed, especially during these extreme sneezes and coughing times. You know, it's the virus is no joke. It's definitely killed people, and I think I heard recently like 80 million Americans got affected by it. It's like, oh yikes, or not 80 million, excuse me, 8 million. oh, okay, only 8 million, yeah, only. But it's just one of those things. It's like 8 million people have had it. 99% of the population has survived with it. Like, oh, okay. Well, even our president who got it survived it. There you are. And you know, even our president who got it survived it. Now, granted, he was put on some drugs. Like, you could clearly tell that man was on some like good shit. It's like, can I have some of that? Like, that man was tweeting up a storm one day, and it's like wow. Right, he's around here somewhere. All right, here, kitty, kitty, kitty. And, you know, it's just like, man, that guy must have been on some nasty drugs. Like, can I have some of that? But I think it's one of those things. If people are waiting for a vaccine, it's going to be a while. Most Americans are still going to be stuck at home. Like, there's still not going to be concerts. I mean, I feel like by now, every time I also look at the news, it's like college dorms have been blown wide open because kids are having parties, and it's like, well, yeah, they're kids. like I mean, they're 20, 21. They're still somewhat very young, and the virus won't affect. Like, I'm 28 years old, right? The virus isn't going to do much to me. It's not going to hurt me. It'll hurt me. It's going to make me cough and sneeze for a couple days, but it's not going to like the media wants you to think that like it's just going to outright just like kill you. And it's like, it's not going to do that unless you have like one of like the pre-existing conditions like diabetes, high blood pressure, or like, you know, you're already basically at door's death. Like, you know, people with diabetes are already basically at door's death or death's door, excuse me. Door's death, death door. You know, not all of them. Some of them do. There are some people who have like a high amount of diabetes, and it's like, whoa, like, and they're surviving, but like at any minute they could just bleh. Because, you know, that's the thing, right? Like, once you get like, because yeah, it's just like, it's just one of those things. And I just, it's crazy. Like, it's crazy that like I do think that were the lockdowns necessary? No, I don't think masks are necessary either, but it's this, it's, you know, I think if you're a healthy person, you don't need to wear a mask. You're fine. Like, you're not going to affect anybody. But if you're sick, yeah, wear a mask. Like, put it on. Like, you're sick. Don't cough on me. Stay away. But like, if you're a healthy person, like, healthy people don't need to wear masks, right? And what the media feared was the whole like asymptomatic people spread the virus. And yes, it is true that asymptomatic people do spread the virus, but it's not, they don't spread it as much as someone who's hacking and coughing up a goddamn storm. As someone who's asymptomatic who, you know, has the virus. Come on, Rogue. No, don't stealth. They just stabbed it, man. Could have just stabbed it. Instead, you stunned him. A waste of a global. I'm just kidding. And you know, and it's like, what happens to my health? Holy bejesus, these goblins hurt. I need some magic. Hey, that guy's on the run. No, don't you run from me. Alright, now he's dead. That guy just like reset. He did. That's okay. Am I almost level 23? Okay. I don't think I leveled up in that last video. I don't remember. It's been a good hour and a half, or a good hour and like 9 minutes now. But you know what? That's okay. We're just getting started for today. I got a gem. Nope. Was I able to reach that guy from here? No, I was not. And you know, it's crazy, right? Like, this whole like sneezing, coughing thing going on right now, and I don't think the hype of it's gonna. If anything, the hype's gonna just increase again, and several reasons is the campaign for the next glorious leader of America, and you know, and one of them is like, it means nothing to me, and the other one's like, oh, you should be careful, and it's like, which one do I believe, right? Like, do I believe the guy who got it, or do I believe the guy who listens to the experts who don't understand the virus, right? Like, not even our scientists know what's going on with the thing. They're like, well, it gets people sick. It's like, yes, and and I don't understand it either. I'm like, I also don't understand like why, like, I know it's just like the Twitter crowd and all the people who get their news from Twitter and Facebook. It's like, guys, you need to not use those places as dedicated information. A lot of that stuff is highly edited, and it's like no, like there was a recent situation with a few people on Twitter where Twitter like blocked a few articles, and it's like, come on, man, free speech. But it's Twitter. Twitter's a private company. They can control what they want, right? Like it's not a public company. The First Amendment doesn't apply to private companies apparently. So, if Twitter and Facebook want to block articles, they can. Like it's really shitty of them to do that and to falsify information like that. But you do what you got to do, right? Your company, you want to keep all your customers happy, even if your customers are somewhat unique. Oh, there's a guy here. People here. And it's stuff like that, right? Like, kitty gonna scratch. Whoa. Damn. Kitty, you might have bit a little too hard. Dude, I miss like Savage War being baseline as Feral. Oh, that was always pretty fun. But yeah, anyways, let's get back into gaming. Like, enough of this like political booty. Let's see, what else games are there to talk about? I'm actually, for the first time in a long time, I'm actually excited for the new Call of Duty. And I don't know why. I was like, whoa, okay. Like, it actually looks really good. Like, Modern Warfare impressed me. I played the beta, but I didn't get it because I was like, it's still Call of Duty. And I guess Warzone's fun, but again, don't really have anyone to play Warzone with anymore. So it's like, I don't really play anymore. It's like same thing with Fortnite. It's like, a lot of people who played Fortnite with me, and it was like a ton of fun, but I can't really play those games by myself. And I was like, I don't want to play them by myself anyways. I tried, and it was like kind of boring. And I was like, it's more fun to have friends to trash talk with and that kind of stuff. And be like, haha, you died. But, I did some things to my friends, and now my friends don't want to talk to me, and it makes 100% sense to me. And most of them have decided to, I guess, keep me around and see if I change, if they ever remember me, which I would honestly forget about myself too if I was acting like a real bully. And I don't want to bully people anymore. I want to make everyone happy. And myself, everyone includes myself, like family members and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, so anyways, other games are coming out. Oh, yeah, Call of Duty, right? Before I ranted on about, my like stuff. I'm gonna try not to talk about that anymore unless it comes up again. But oh, I got swipe. Nice. Put that there for a minute. And I'm gonna put it there. Whoosh. Whoosh. Anyways, I need one more tiger. So yeah, so I'm excited for the new Call of Duty. Like, I liked Black Ops. Like, I liked the original Black Ops and Black Ops 2. I think Black Ops 3 was the one that was like, there was no single player, so I was like, cool, I'll skip that one. And then I think I skipped, what Call of Duty was it? I think I skipped Future Warfare or whatever. And then I think, because the last one I played was Advanced Warfighter. And that's also the one with that one guy what's his name? Oh, Kevin Spacey. It had Kevin Spacey in it. And, you know, shortly after that game came out, it was like, oh, that guy did some things. And it was like, oh. But I haven't played a Call of Duty since then because it was like kind of like, nah. Or was there a Call of Duty 3? No, Call of Duty 4. What Black Ops are we on? Like, is there a Black Ops 4? Like, is the new Black Ops Cold War 4? Or is it Black Ops 3? I can't remember. Hold on. I'm gonna take a... Oh, no, I'm not. Run! I was like, I'm gonna take a minute here and I'm gonna Google it. And then I opened up a tab and a panther was like, rawr, rawr. And it's like, oh no! And a panther came out going, rawr, rawr. Dude, I have all these quests that'll give me like a level. Like, it's crazy. It's like, I'll be like level 24. Am I trying to get 10 levels? Not quite sure. I don't know how many levels I'll get. I'm just going as I record, like, you know, and like, I can't remember. Like, I can't remember if Black Ops 4 was the first Black Ops multiplayer, but it also had like the first like battle royale game mode. And you know, I don't mind battle royale games, but I'm more of a man of simple tastes. You know. Okay, yeah, so 4 was the one that didn't have the campaign. I don't know, I think it was 3. 3 did have a campaign. That's right, 3 had a campaign, but I skipped that one too because this is at a time where I was like, I don't play Call of Duty anymore. I played it when it was in its prime, you know. 2009, 2010, 2011. And then after that, I think I got into World of Warcraft. And that's when I was like, dude, World of Warcraft was like so much more fun than Call of Duty and Halo. And that's when like Halo, I think that's when Halo was already declining at that point. But that's when like Halo and Call of Duty were like declining. And I was like, I don't want to play these games anymore, really. I mean, I will still play Halo. Like, I will play the new Halo. Like, I've played every Halo game. Like, I still play them for the story. The stories are usually pretty good. Like, kind of why I want to play Black Ops. Cold War, because it comes off right after Black Ops, right after the original one. It's like, oh, okay, that's pretty cool. I do like that, and I think that's pretty cool, and that's neat. That's really neat. I'm like, that's pretty neat. And yeah, it's another game I'm looking forward to. I'm gonna play the multiplayer. I don't know how hardcore I'll play the multiplayer. It just depends. Like, it's just something to play till Cyberpunk, which will be the next big game. Like, that's the biggest game I'm hyped for the year. I think after Cyberpunk, there's like literally nothing. Like, it's just gonna be Cyberpunk. Like, it'll probably be like Cyberpunk, and then eventually, like, I need to find another game to play. But like, I don't think I'll ever get bored of Cyberpunk because it looks so good. It was like, did someone kill him? Because he was like right over here, wasn't he? Him right there. Yeah, that's him right there. He's still there. He's like, I've been waiting for you. Ooh. And strike. Oh man, I pulled something else. I need to kill this thing first because it's annoying. Now this is the one crappy part about early leveling. Like, you don't have any of the cool abilities that give you like stuff back. There, I'm gonna do this. Stand back for a second. And healed. I'm gonna rip it. Now my rip's gonna do some damage. All, you know, 50 damage. That's a lot of damage. And munch. This is the battle of the ages right here, folks. A tiger versus a ghost kitty. Who will win? And munch. Aw, there we go. Cool. Hey, we did it. We finished all the quests. Oof, that's a two-parter right there. I'll tell you what. Yeah, so like, it's like, I'm excited for Black Ops, and I'm honestly, I think I want to build a new computer this year to get like a new gaming PC. My gaming PC is like 6 years old, but I've been watching a lot of like computer YouTubers like Jay's 2 Cents and Gamer Nexus and even Linus Tech Tips, and I'm like, okay. And I was like, like at one point I was interested in like AIOs and like how do I install them and how do I get them in the right thing? I don't want to like fuck it up and break it. And thermal paste and like how to. It's been a while since I built a computer, and I just wanted to refresh my memory. And I was like, oh, okay. So I think like if by Christmas time, if I want to do this full time, I would hurry back. I would build a new gaming computer. And then if it got even better, I would definitely build another like streaming computer. Because the one I got right now is good. Like it'll do its job. But
need help?
I'd like to upgrade to, future proof it. That kind of thing.
See you around.
Kind of stuff.
How are ya? Off with you.
I'm gonna level up after this quest. Right here.
What can I do for you?
Bam. 24. Nice. Oh, I got bark skin. That's an ability that I need. Why did I put on my barrel bars? You can go here. That just lowers some damage for me. Thanks, game. All right, I take like 20% damage. Okay. Oop, missed a quest. But yeah, so it's I'm glad there's a bunch of games coming out this year. I definitely know that there's another series of games I got into last couple of years. The Yakuza games. Oh, they're so amazing. They're so much fun.
What can I do for ya?
Ooh. Okay.
Watch your back.
Gotta go hunt a white tiger. They're so much fun, and I can't wait to I'll do the Crocs first. And there's a new one coming out, and I'm really excited for it. I don't know much about it. I know that the main character isn't the main character from the other games, which is like, oh, okay, that's cool. And I know that the main character from the other Yakuza games shows up at one point, and game looks badass. It looks like fun. So I can't wait for that. That's definitely going to be a game I'm going to stream because it is a RPG of sorts. There's a lot of dead crocodiles in here. Oh man, I need 5 of them and they're all dead. The 2 that I need are dead, and it looks like a great game. And and that'll be a game that'll last till probably Call of Duty, if not longer. And then I'll play Call of Duty. Like, definitely thinking that Call of Duty will be a YouTube gameplay in terms of story, because the story is going to be relatively short. And I think multiplayer will be on stream. Maybe a few videos here and there of just multiplayer on YouTube every once in a while. Just be like, yeah, it's great. And I know it's like, oh, it's an Activision game. It's you shouldn't trust them. It's like, trust me, I barely trust Blizzard, but I give Blizzard the benefit of the doubt every time. And they I think maybe I do give Blizzard the benefit of the doubt one too many times, but like sometimes I trust them. Maybe I trust them too much, but hey, it's the game I've been playing for 10 years. I want to see some big changes in 10.0. Like, I want to see some huge changes. Like, I'm talking like a whole new world, like a whole new Azeroth. Like, I'm talking like Ice Crown gets updated, or like not Ice Crown, but Northern gets updated. Outlands doesn't need updated because it doesn't matter. But like all of Azeroth, like even like the zones we just got should be updated to look like good. Because a lot of these zones, like you got all these new fresh character models and all these nice models and stuff. And like you go back to like Outlands and you're like, damn, that was 13, 14 years ago. And like, and then like you go look at WoW Classic and you're like, oh my God, this game looked like that back then. It was back then, that was great for its time. But now you can clearly tell if WoW had stays as it did since like Classic days, where it never improved on graphics, it would look terrible. It would be like a joke. it would be like, this game looks like garbage. And you know, now it doesn't look that bad. And like, you even get like these druid races with, look at this, I'm a freaking I'm like a saber-toothed seal. I'm like, I'm gonna bite somebody with this. Or like a weird like undead deer and stuff like that. I think it's really cool. And it's like, yeah, like even this ghost kitty form is like the coolest thing ever. It's like, yeah, like the art team within this game 100% carries this game for sure. Like them and the cinematic team 100% carry. Oh, is that guy dead? That guy's dead. I can't rest him. Sorry, pal. You're dead. I'm sorry. Shaco Uramus. Yeah. Okay. Well, he's a Shaco main from League. I'm definitely not going to res him now. And in fact, I'm going to add insult to, I think he's AFK. Can I res him? Let's see. No, because he is of the other. No. Wait. Out of range. No. Wait. He's out of range. Okay. Well, I tried to res him. I tried. Listen, he's a Shaco main. I feel bad for him because, you know, Shaco is like the worst League of Legends champion ever. And now all these other, like, this, you know, let's talk about League. Like, I used to play League a lot, and I ended up starting to like disliking the game, like, in general, because it felt like every day, like, Riot would announce a new champion, and it would be like, how can we out bigger dick the next champion? And it was like, by not, you know, by making champions. Just make champions. Like, don't make like a champion that needs like a goddamn book. You know, it's like the last like 4 champions are like, here's a book, read it. It's like, but I just want to play the champion. I don't want to like read like every single ability and have like 100 different things. Like, remember back in the day when League used to have champions that went, this ability does dash, go nuts. And it was like that's when like, well, it's like, you know, when you start making paragraphs of abilities, you know, you're running out of ideas and you're just throwing ideas at the wall. And you're like, what if we make a champion that uses 6 different guns? One gun's got a sniper rifle, and another gun's a pistol, and another gun's a flamethrower, and you know, the flamethrower does AoE damage, and then the sniper rifle does like sniper damage, and it's like, do we really need that? No. Like Riot, you occasionally need some kiss champions. You need some keep it simple stupid champions. Like, really, like, you don't need to make like, and then like the next champion is like, if you cast an ability, you can cast it again if you're next to an ally, and it's like, God, oh, mercy upon thy soul, because woof. It's crazy. And it's like, when I quit around Senna because I just couldn't take it anymore. They were like, we want to build a champion that's a great marksman and a great support. I was like, great. That means that champion's going to be busted because it not only has to do damage, but it also has to be able to support. And it's like, well, we already have supports like that. They're called mages. You know, Zyra and Brand and Lux, quote in quotations of support, by the way. And it's like, you know, we already have champions like that. We don't need a marksman champion who's like suddenly, you know, and it's like, oh, she's a scaling champion too, but she scales better than like 90% of the other scaling champions. Like, where it takes like Vigar and like Nasus like 3 years to scale, and it takes Senna like 5 minutes, and suddenly she's just blasting, and I'm like, all right, that champion's broken. And then they made a Philios, and it was like, oh, Philios is cool, and it was like, no, he's not. He's not cool. It's like no, he's straight up busted, and then he got nerfed, and I don't even watch like competitive like esports anymore. It's just got boring. Like, NA just started like, it became too much of a meme of being trash, and they just decided to keep living the NA meme. And like, I don't know why NA players, like, they're like, why are we so bad? Like, compared to other regions. And like, most people go, oh, it's the ping. I'm like, nah, man, don't use ping as an excuse. There are plenty of people who play on like 100 ping, and they probably kick more ass than you do. I really wouldn't be surprised, right? Like, oh yeah, well, us in California have 60 ping. It was like, okay, but like, don't you guys like have like areas where you can practice? And you know, to be fair, yeah, 60 like ping does make a pretty big difference, but and I think like a lot of players, at least in NA, stopped playing solo queue and they just didn't want to play. I like Double Lift as an example. He was like, "Lol, it's spring split. Nobody cares." It's like, dude, everybody cares about spring split. Like spring split does matter. I think it's like you should be like, yo, we got a hype split going. Like spring should be like the hype split. It should be like, yo, it's back. Let's go. Let's show these people we've been gone since October, November, or whatever, and we're back and we're ready to show. You know, it's like January, February, whenever spring. For some reason, it's called spring split, and January, February, or you know, split number 1 or the first split, whatever you want to call it. I think it's called spring split. Yeah. And it's like you should be like, we've been in the workshop, we've been working on new comps, new champs, and you know, there's the preseason. I'm not even looking forward to the new league preseason. It just looks like a disaster. It's going to be like a melting pot of just they took the idea of a champion like Orin, and they were like, what if we gave it to everyone? Because like Orin had a cool idea, which was like to like upgrade people's items. It's like, well, that's pretty cool. Like that's like really like unique, and I really like that idea for that champion. And then when Riot like announced like, oh yeah, we're going to you know, oh, I might have bark skin. We're going to make mythic items, and it's like, no. Orin was your guy, man. Just buff Orin. I like Orin. Like I do like playing top tank sometimes because it's like they're actually fun to play. Like I am a bit of a fan of the Darius, but he's a juggernaut. He's not like a top lane tank, but I do like to play Darius sometimes because it's fun to just like dunk on people. It's like, you know, drop the old dunk skin on people. That was always fun to do. And then you know, there's other stuff like that, but I think I get flying at 30, right? Probably like five hours away from that. But you know, it's like, oh, it's stuff like that. But I don't play anymore because it's just not fun. I think the community got too toxic, and I'm like, I'm out, man. Like I don't want to play this game anymore. And I was just like, I don't want to play this game anymore. So I was like, yeah. I just stopped playing League. Like I probably haven't played since April. Like they added that new marksman, and I was like, oh cool, a new marksman, because that's the role I played when I wanted to do solo queue. It was just like I played marksman because it was the role I enjoyed. I liked doing the damage. You know, I am a damage dealer. I love doing the damage. I love bringing the damage, and that's what a marksman does. They bring the damage, but they're also very squishy. And I'm like, well, that's normal for a damage dealer. I need to know my positioning and stuff like that. But like, I never feel like I could break that anxious barrier of doing solo queue. And I just even then, the only time I really even started playing League was with my friends because it made it more enjoyable. I had less toxic players in the game. And sure, that was that 1 or 2 strangers on the team that just like cussed us out. But it was like, dude, you need to like chill out. Like one of us is feeding. Yeah, it happens. Like we're playing bad, you know. And it's like when people take the game way too seriously, it's like we're NA. Like we shouldn't be taking the game serious anymore. We're like the joke of the world. Like even like some wildcard regions are better than us. And it's like, man, we really need to rethink our priorities here. You know, kind of sad. I don't know why I stopped watching, because it was like
Time is money,
I would
friend.
watch like Worlds or
Have a good
you know,
one.
you'd watch something like Worlds
How are
or
ya?
what is it, the
Off with you.
oh nice, the any international stage, and it's like, oh yeah, NA is just like a joke. They would like immediately not make it out of groups. Sometimes they did. I think there was one year where Team Liquid and MSI made it to the finals and they lost to G2, and it was like, oh, that's great, do it again, you know. But they didn't, and then instead they lost in groups. And there was one year Cloud9 made it to the semis, and it was like, oh, that's great. And then they lost to I think a Korean team, which is, hey, that's totally fine. You know, you did your best. Like, it wasn't like, I think it was like a 0-2. Yeah, they got destroyed, but they got further than any other NA team has ever done in a World Series, which is great. But then, you know, I think Sneaky started declining, and a lot of the players didn't like Sneaky, so they were like, get rid of Sneaky or I'm leaving. And like, I think Sutsgaren left, and a lot of the good players are gone, and you know, it probably takes time to get some new good players. You know, they got some good people on their team. I think Licorice being probably one of their best players on the team, because Licorice is a monster. It's like all the top laners are like really good at the game, and then you look at like the mid laners and you're like, why are you guys not good at the game? You guys play mid lane, easiest lane in the game. JK. You guys got the best lane. You guys get to chill mid all game, not do anything. Just kidding. No, I'd actually say, I don't know, when top lane, well, it depends on the role top lane has. If top lane gets to play bruisers, it's just going to be a slugfest, and it's going to be awesome. But if they have to play tanks, then they're both just going to sit there and just farm, and nothing's going to happen. They're just going to slowly push the wave, let the wave hit the tower, and then the next guy's going to do the same thing. And they're going to be even on CS, and it's just going to be boring. No one's going to watch that. And then bot lane is just like, the supports are trying to poke and the ADCs are trying to farm, and the supports are supposed to stop that. And it's like, oh, okay, that's pretty hype. But, you know, well, obviously there's a big difference between like support, or there's like obviously a big difference between pro play and you know, your average human player, your average player versus your pro player. Like, pro players understand the game, they know how it works, they know what to do, and all of them play very passively, right? And like normal play, I think people tend to play more aggressive than they would if they were like on the pro scene. Like, pros aren't that aggressive. Like, they don't get aggressive unless they know they can, right? And like your average player, they're not going to know that. They're not going to know when to get aggressive. They're just going to get aggressive. They're just going to go, "Rrr." I mean, I know that because that's what I used to do. I used to be like, dude, I could take this guy on. And then suddenly it's like, oh no, I can't. I'm dead. Yikes. And then I've lost the lane. Feels bad, man. Feels bad, man. Oh well. Yeah. And I don't play League anymore because I just like to be multi-role, and I play kind of whatever I want. But like, people would just cuss you out even if you were like, I just play what I want. Like, maybe I want to play Kindred jungle. Maybe I want to play, you know, something.
Hey, how you
And people are just like, no, you suck. And it's like,
Keep it real.
like, yeah, no shit. It's because I don't like actually play the game. Like, I don't one trick a role and get really good because I don't want to do that. You know. Now, I got slewed. Go. And you know, I don't like one trick a role and like be really good at that role because that's not fun. Like, that's boring. Like, I was a one trick when Jhin came out, and I played Jhin for a year straight, and it was awesome. And it was so much fun because I love Jhin. Jhin is one of my favorite League characters. He's so badass. Like, it's that feeling of that fourth shot, like that flash 4. You just feel so good when you kill that person. But then you also feel so let down when you fail to kill that person. You're like, dang it. You know, you flashed for that kill. And then like what you're hoping for is like, they don't have the reaction time to like, see you're going to flash on them and for them and kill them. And, you know, because sometimes like you do the, oh, you know, this is a good point here. You know, yeah, flash for them and you know, stuff like that. So that is the end of that video and of League of Legends. Hopefully, who knows? Maybe I'll play it again someday, but probably not. So anyways, thank you everyone for watching this episode. This one went on a little longer than usual. Thank you very much. Thank you everyone. Peace out. See you next time.